you can see that he's a very beautiful boy, and he kind of looks at you and is old and at the same time kind of suspicious,
Right.
and is not afraid to address you in some kind of colloquial terms. So he just kind of advances and says, "So, are you God?" Because let me tell you that every time he was my father was recalling me stories, I was expecting you to be much taller.
Yes, exactly. I'll say it says here and now, we are of the same flesh as you. Don't expect.
Then
And I'll kind of give him this sort of lean in, kind of a just between you and me. I say, don't expect too much.
yeah, yeah, I'm imagining the delving. So don't expect too much. Just reviving the dead.
Worry about that later. Yeah.
I mean, and he looks kind of interested, but and when his father instructs him to lead you to the supposed graveyard, he just nods and says, kind of in an authoritative way, just follow me. We'll make it. We'll make it before the sun goes dark.
Perfect. Last thing for Torgrim though.
Yeah.
And if any, I don't want to keep dominating here. It's just because I had the history roll, so I figure I've got the routines down. So I'm going to say, you are right. Call your friends. Arm yourselves. Be prepared. Do not be caught in the night to find your house burning down around you. I'm trying to get them into much more fully defensive mode, right?
Yeah.
So, it's true that you should not create a feud when there isn't one, but you are right. The underworld is open. All manner of evil may come down upon you. While we are gone, we cannot protect you. We will be back as soon as we can. Until then, lead your people.
He looks at you and nods assertively and says, "If there's a retaliation, it would be possible that my brother will be the first one to be hit, since Bolly was his servant, and maybe his job would be much more comfortable at eating in the same spot. I would say that
maybe this is so. My concern is with you and your people here in this place."
And he's kind of not angry, but he kind of speaks to you in the same authoritative way the son talked to you just before.
Yeah.
My brother is my people.
Good.
I will just I will just take my wife and my servant to his house, and so we can we just share some of your we just share some of your road ahead, since Angrin's house is the next one, and then you can go yourselves.
Okay.
And
okay.
With this,
so we're off.
Yeah.
Then.
With this, he just collects some of these things, like a pouch of silver and some bottled herbs and uh, what appears to be a small box with him, and he follows you with his son and his wife and the servant that it was recalled, and the sheep are just there pasturing just nearby, and you can follow this landscape, and uh, the fact that it is in front of you, it is so plain that you can almost see the last of the longhouses, and it appears as beautiful as barren.
Yeah.
The sky is this kind of blue, darker blue as it gets darker, but at the same time the air is clean, and you can almost see on the distance, uh, right before the Eshnia Longhouse, some horses just galloping there, and it's a strange and eerie as beautiful view. As you cross the first river, and it's very cold, this almost icy water. You arrived at the second longhouse. It's much bigger than the small arrangement provided by Fulgrim, and you can see some people exiting. One of them must be his brother, and he has this. And Fulgrim has this kind of quick presentation. This is all of my brother, and this is Arngrim, her wife, and children are Helgi and Bach, and just this kind of quick presentation.
The list of
Yeah.
And okay, so the wife, Arngrim, looks at you and says, "You're not from here." But it says it in such a way that it feels like it's just piercing through your mask and just right at the point.
Oh, this one might be enlightened.
Yeah.
True. We need to get these people on our side. Who's got any charm?
Let me check my character sheet.
Yeah.
Hazard. Yeah, before that, I was looking if the...
Note for self: if we ever get a stalker, get a nice one.
Yeah. I have plus 4.
Yeah, before that, can you test your mask?
Ooh.
Okay, I have plus 0. Mask, is it presence, right?
Yeah, it's the... So it's a presence versus presence. And if you add the... if I remember correctly.
Okay, I have...
Yeah, check the skill to make sure.
Okay, basically 8.
Okay.
Plus 0, so...
Ooh.
We got 2 5s.
I'm quite lucky. I got a 12.
Nice.
Oh, okay. And you can hear, with the exception of Hazard, the mask trembling as this his eyes are piercing you, and her eyes are wide open, but at the same time she doesn't say anything.
Right.
She just says, "Yeah, you're not from here."
I'll step forward to her, and I'm nicely masked. I'm looking just like I should. So I will step forward to her and say, "Whatever we are here for you. Whatever strangeness, whatever fears you have, we will try to help. We need you. We need you. the word of the wives and women is the iron of this place, the iron of your people.
Yeah, we won't let anyone hurt you. Not even the underworld.
Right. Yeah, be quiet, weirdo. You're weird. At the moment, you're being weird.
And no, but she replies to the Grey Witch, and there's kind of this tense situation as the others are
Right, they're all
not
waiting.
getting
Yeah, they're
what
all
you're into.
looking at her. Yeah.
And she says, you should tread lightly. There's a wolf preying on our ships, and it's not about, and I'm not talking about the Esja affair. So be careful.
We will, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Strangely enough, I seem to have a very nice bow.
Ooh.
I'm
Yeah.
right. I'll nod. We need that's really important, I think.
Okay.
And thinking to myself, at least it's just eating sheep at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. As we are heading out, I tell Hazard, I had half a mind to tell her that the Grey Witch and I were goddesses, and you are servant.
That one sees too
even
much.
goddesses need.
She sees
Oh,
way.
yeah.
She sees way too much. I was barely able to stay focused. I mean, we can't. If we push our godhood too much, we'll be probably calling on the Forbiddens upon us, I suspect. If we push if we have to back up our godhood, then we're going to be pushing the Forbiddens. We're going to be breaking the veil ourselves, is my fear.
No, because now the point is mending the enigma, okay? But first of all, we don't know where the Unbidden is hidden. Perhaps he hides as the brother of, I don't know, Thorgrim, or perhaps he has taken the shape of Arnis, the wife. We don't know where the Unbidden is. As an edge on us, because
it could be
we don't
anywhere.
know where
It could
he
be
is.
someone we met. It could be the other house, the Enja,
or the
but
wolf.
I suspect at the moment, at least the obvious candidate is the wolf.
Yeah,
that's the
I
obvious
agree on
candidate.
that.
But the enigma, I suspect, is going to be traceable only through talking to that servant.
I agree, because it's where everything began.
Right.
So
let's so we'll keep an eye out for the wolf for sure.
Okay. Now. Okay, now it's the moment to test your emergent properties with the history roll. Who writes first in this kind of situation?
Okay, actually, I've sucked badly at history rolls so far. So
wait, you want another history roll? Is that what I understand, or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I understood correctly. Okay, so I have +2. 8 again.
20. I have a really good history roll. I just completely screwed it last time.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're the best one.
Well, at this,
so please.
Yeah, so at this point, actually, if I'm making a good history roll, whatever it is we're doing right now, which I assume is beginning to travel with Torstein, whatever it is, I mean, I'm not going to confuse it with the mask ability, but I am pointing things out to my fellow stalkers. That is the other family's longhouse. You see, these people have no roads, the only tracks of use, right? There's no infrastructure, there's no building. Any damming of rivers or creeks or anything like that is very local. I mean, this is a settlement community. They could be wiped out by a bad winter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm pointing out, this is making it clear there are no there's no means of communication. There's no contact with the mainland, which is a long way away. Is a matter of seasonal shipping. That's and these they even survive partly by sending out these hideously dangerous longboats to just go and steal from people as poor as themselves. I mean, this is harsh. Where we are here in the frontier. Interestingly enough, in one of the few cases of a frontier where they didn't have to massacre anybody to go there. So anyway, so I'm just trying to orient you guys a little bit better. Very touchy people, very, very living very close to the edge, very protective, very prideful.
Yeah, I mean, they're Vikings, so it's self-explanatory, but yeah. Okay, I think we can travel to the moon where the servant is buried, right? Shall we?
Yeah. And I was thinking that you arrive as you travel across the second river, and then on your left, the forest, or just before the beginning of the mountains and the slopes that conduct to the higher places, open up to a small crack in this formations of mountains and in this kind of valley. So it's enclosed, and it's kind of a system of caves and covered by some bushes and some small vegetation.